I'm going to show you how you can get your Gene Keys chart. It's super simple and easy, but first I got to tell you, I've been journeying with the Gene Keys for over 10 years now, and it has completely changed my life. And this is why. So many people aren't really clear what their God-given gifts are. This is because so much of our culture and the way that we were brought up in our household, we weren't really given enough attunement, love, and care to really keep the gifts that we've been given online. So we live more from the shadow frequency. And so it's our work as adults to learn how to transcend the shadow, which is just the challenged part of ourselves, into the gifting part of ourselves, which is our creative expression. The way that I like to describe this with my clients is the Gene Keys chart is like having a perfectly healthy embodied mother and father mirroring back your greatest gifts to the world. Also mirroring back the things that you have a hard time with that are a bit of a challenge in this life. And when I first really started relating with the Gene Keys and integrating it into my day-to-day life, it changed everything. And so my hope for you is that it changes everything for you too. Now, the reason I'm going to create this video is I want to make it super smooth and easy and simple for you to get your chart and then to know what to then do with it, which there's so many ways you can go. When I first discovered the Gene Keys, I felt overwhelmed by it. I looked at the chart. I didn't know what I was looking at. So if this is for you too, if this happens for you too, don't worry. I'm going to give you some ideas at the end of this video. But I was so overwhelmed that I actually didn't pick it back up for another year and a half. And then I got more curious because I was watching other people who were using the Gene Keys. Their lives were changing in really magical ways. They seemed to have something that I didn't, some sort of secret. And really, the Gene Keys is a secret. It's these really unique imprints that you were given that forms a path for you to uncover. This is where your deepest potential is revealed in understanding your Gene Keys. So there's so much incentive to really want to figure this out. So now we're going to go into how to get the chart. Okay, so you're going to go to genekeys.com. It's going to bring you to this page. You click on right here, the free profile. You go here, and then you just start entering all these details. We're going to go with Joan Smith. Joan Smith. Then you can enter your birth city. John is going to live in Vancouver. And then when you start to enter it, it'll auto-populate. You just select the one there. Select the day you were born, the month you were born, the year you were born. Put in the hour you were born. Super simple. And then you go to create profile. And then boom. How exciting is that? I love that they added all these animations when you now log in. When I first started, it was very simple and dry. Okay, so this is the basic chart. This is great. It's good. And we want some more information. There's more information that you can get here, but you have to go over here. So in the top right of your screen, you're going to click the little gearbox, and then we're going to click a few of the toggles down here. So on the right here, we really want to know, and you'll watch when I click this, the line label. Notice what changes there. And all these, what's called Gene Keys here, there's 3 words. This one's your shadow, which is also known as your challenge. This one is your gift, the middle one, which is also your creative expression. And the third one is your city, or another way of saying that is your essence. But when you click the line label, this is giving you the theme that goes and ties into all of these 3. So as an example for John Smith here, he's got passion and relationship is a theme that goes into his shadow of provocation, his gift of dynamism, and his city of liberation. And so this is just helpful to understand that simple orientation. And then we also want the pathways. So we go over here and we click pathways, and notice what changes there. We get all these words in between the lines of these keys. So what's really cool about this is going to show you as an example, these 2 outer keys, these 2 are important to know because this is your core stability. This is your core stability. This is what keeps you well. So the more you understand this key and these lines here of friendship and breath, when you embody this, use your resourcefulness and your authority, this is what John Smith needs to do and to focus on and to nurture in himself to be really well. And then over here, as an example, this is what's called the challenge. See right there? This key, John Smith is meant to dance through life. So dancer, passion and relationship with dynamism and perseverance. Now over here, this is his biggest challenge. So whatever yours are here, this is going to be your biggest challenge in life. And these two keys are going to ping off of each other, which I'm not going to go right into in this video. I just want to give you a basic understanding. This one is what John Smith is meant to do. So this is being, feminine essence, being, core stability, inner world. Core stability is all about the inner world. And these two here are all about the doing. This is the doing, the masculine essence, the becoming. So I just want to give you that basic understanding. And then again, when we click these pathways, it's going to show you, so the core stability, challenge, but it's also going to show you this here, this is dharma. This here is your karma. This here is your intelligence. This here is all about love. This is about realization. This is about initiative. When this all comes together, this is the quantum. This is your service to the world. This is like your growth. Pearl sequence. I'm giving you a quick rundown. So if you get overwhelmed, just go back and re-listen. This is the pearl sequence, this blue part up here. This is about business, brand, and service. These outer four are all about your zone of genius. These outer four are your zone of genius, or your activation sequence. And then this red part here, this is what's called your Venus sequence. So this is all about love and relationship. And this here, this is your core wound, also called your generational wound. And what's really cool about this key is your generational core wound for John Smith here. It's interference. And then there's this theme of denial and ease. Denial is the shadow, ease is the gift, the light. Whatever your core wound is here, it's also your greatest medicine to the world. It's your greatest medicine to the world. Super juicy. We really want to know that one. And then what's really cool, I'm going to go actually a little deeper here, is when you learn how to bring, this gift of teamwork. If John brings his teamwork and synarchy to the world, that's going to make him feel really good. And when he's doing that, and it feels really good to give his gift, because when we give our God-given gifts, our medicine to the world, and it's received, it feels so good. And then when we do that, we attract this culture of people. John's going to attract people that are wanting to learn about precision, how to come out of the shadow of intellect and to be in precision and impeccability. That's what they're going to learn. That's who he's going to attract when he's in teamwork and synarchy. And then so when he feeds and nurtures that from this up here, this is a bonus. This is brand. Life's work is also in the business. This is brand. So this brand of honor, the gift of perseverance. John's being invited to embody honor and perseverance with this medicine of teamwork. And then he'll attract this culture. And when he does that, boom, this is where he goes in. Well, and he's got the same key here. Then what happens is this unlocks the pearl. This is where just prosperity comes flowing in. This is why the quantum here, these lines are all quantum. It, boom, activates the pearl. And this impeccability, when he's embodying that, prosperity on all levels come flowing into his life. Okay, I wasn't planning on going into all of that, but I just wanted to give you that bit of a lowdown. So that's a bit of understanding the chart. I'm not going to go in. Well, I'll go into this a little. No, I'm going to leave this. So this is the Venus sequence. You can watch. I'll make another video where I'll go into more of that. I don't want to overcomplicate it because most of you are just here to get your chart itself. And so that's a bit of the lowdown. You want to click those toggles. And then so now it gives you all those lines. And then if you scroll back up here, if you want to see your full chart minus one key, you go here and you click up, follow my cursor there, and you click show full. And you'll notice a couple keys pop in here, the creativity key and the relating key. This is what Richard Rudd added to the gene keys last November. I was actually there in London meeting him when he was releasing this star pearl that he added to the gene keys. And now there's one missing that doesn't show in this chart. So I'm going to show you how to get that. And for me, I leave this part out when I print the chart because it just gets a little bit too confusing. Because I really like to keep the lines in there. If you want to take them out, or sorry, not the lines, the pathways, if you take those out, it's a little easier to read. But I really like those parts because I find it's helpful to really orient of like, oh, right, this is the piece around Dharma. This is around Karma. It just helps having those. So I'm going to show you what I do, what I guide my clients to do. You click this off. But then if you click down here on Harmony, if you follow me down here, you can choose to highlight a specific part of the chart. If you don't want the whole thing, if it's overcomplicated and you just want to learn about your genius, then you can click that and you're like, oh, okay, well, that's just a lot more easy to understand. Or if you just want to learn about the area of love for you, click that. Prosperity, we went into that one today. And then Harmony. This is really exciting. I like this one because this doesn't show on that main chart that I told you when we were on the full chart. But this is stability. So this one was hiding behind the other, this was hiding behind the SQ. So we go here, boom, stability, creativity, and relating. And this is really cool to have this part of the chart. This was added. And what's really cool is when you really are in the gifting, when we're in the gifting of these three keys, this is where we create ultimate harmony. When we balance out these three, our relational world, so being and naturalness, creativity. I'm not going to go into, I'll just leave. So this is John Smith's chart. Yours will look different. And then the creativity. And so when we really embody these qualities in the gifts, it just creates an ease. It creates a harmony. Okay, so that's all of that. I'm going to go back to the full chart. And then now we're going to get the chart. We're going to download it so that we can use it for other things. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm going to go down here and we made some changes to the chart. So we're going to click custom profile. We're going to leave everything else the same. Actually, I'm going to go PDF quality. We're going to go high. You choose whatever you want. I'm just realizing this now. I've never clicked high. I'm going to see what the quality is, what the difference in the quality is. Okay. So here we are, it's generating the PDF. So there's a few things, you guys, that you can do with this. So a lot of people get this chart and are overwhelmed by looking at it in the way that it is. And if that's you, what I'd encourage you to do is watch my next video where I'm going to tell you a way where you can plug this in to a custom GPT. So in ChatGPT, I give you a video. There's a video where I teach you how to make your own custom GPT, how to enter in this PDF that's going to have all this information, and you plug it into that GPT. You only have to ever do it once. And now you have your own custom gene keys, what I call it in mine is a sacred mirror or a gene keys coach, whatever you want to call it. You put in your chart. And then you can start to have a conversation and ask it questions to help you make sense of this chart. And then what you're going to do, you're going to save yourself a lot of time and energy and grief, because when I first related with the gene keys, I was so overwhelmed that I didn't know what to do. I eventually ended up buying the course, which you can also do, which I'll tell you in a second. But this, I'm going to save you all the grief. You can use AI as your ally to help you understand this, to bring you into excitement and out of overwhelm and confusion so that you can get the most out of the gene keys and find the resonance to this beautiful tool quicker. This is going to save you a lot of time. And so going back to my other point, another thing that you can do is if you don't want to go the GPT route, you can go and the first, I would encourage going in order, but you can go and purchase Richard Rudd's activation sequence. And so that's going to take you through these outer 4 keys. And he's got teachings and videos in there. He's going to go slow. He's got transmissions in there. I highly encourage it. It's what I did in the beginning. I would send you a link where there's a discount code, but they're not doing affiliations anymore unless you're a Gene Keys guide. And so you can go purchase that course. I'm not sure what current day pricing is. And that's another good way that you can go deeper. That one's going to be a longer, slower journey. You can go at your own pace. I really encourage it. It's a beautiful way to really deepen your connection. But if you want a quicker, just immediate understanding of your chart, your gifts, these areas of prosperity and relationship and your genius, you can just start to ask it questions and you'll be blown away the things that it starts to share with you right away. Okay. So then what you're going to do, now that you got your chart, what I highly encourage you all to do is go down here and read these 4 paragraphs. So this is all it shows you highlighted on the left there. This is your activation sequence. And so what it's going to show you is here's your life's work. And your life's work is what you're here to do. Your evolution, which is the one over here, it shows you. Evolution is what you're here to learn. And then your radiance over here. This is what keeps you healthy. We talked about that a little bit in the beginning. And then down here, your purpose. This is what deeply fulfills you. What I want you to do is, if you're new to this, is read these paragraphs, go slow, sit with a journal, spend some time reflecting. The whole thing with the gene keys, it's about contemplation to unlock the potential in your DNA. So if you go and read these and there's a deep resonance, great, go deeper and just sit with it and notice the insights or connections that start to come online. This is how the gene keys work. It's a very feminine approach. The more you contemplate, the more it will give you from inside. This is a tool from the outside that unlocks what's already inside, brings you into more awareness because it's giving you direct feedback on who you are. So read those, feel what really resonates. And what I've done is I'll go in here, and if there's something that Richard's specifically saying, like you are a force for justice in the world, so you'd better pull yourself into the fray if you're not there already. There's some things in here. So as an example, your role is not to tear down what others have built. You are here to challenge anything that takes away an individual's freedom and makes them less than they could be. What I would do there is I would grab my highlighter and highlight that, because really what's cool about this, if this resonates for you, you're getting an expedited tool that's telling you exactly what to embody. I'd go highlight that. And what I've done, if you were to look on my wall, I have my chart printed off, and the ones that really keep me oriented to what are specific to me, these little coaching tips that are about alignment, I have them highlighted and laminated on my wall. So every once in a while, if I forget or I'm confused, I go back and I'm like, right, remember, I feel where that's true in me, and then I keep going. This is what helps me create so much success in my life, is I'm really clear on my map and my direction. And then so down here, you can go read these, and this is going to tell you your activation, just the key sentence that really is what's true, the true essence of your activation. It's going to go down here into Venus, and then your pearl. And then what's cool is this last one down here, the star pearl, was just added just recently. So now when you get your PDF, this is all new. This didn't used to be here. And so here it's going to tell you what really unlocks your harmony. And so to embody harmony, it's going to go into what yours is here. And so that's about these 3 keys. So there you go, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. This is how to get your chart, a bit of an orientation. And then if you liked this, please let me know in the comments, thumbs up, share this with somebody. Let this be something to unlock deeper conversation with other people in your life. If you want to know more about the Venus sequence, do me a favor, comment Venus in the comments below, and then I'll create a video for that if there's enough interest. And if you now click on the next video, that's the one that shows you how to make the custom GPT so you can really get the most out of this tool.